Listen, y'all ain't ready for this one. Who has the hardest theme song here? We got juggernauts on this list. We got Static Shock, Ben 10, 2012 TMNT, American Dragon, Jake Long, Ninjago, Danny Phantom, Spectacular Spider-Man, TMNT, Teen Titans, Kim Possible, Generator Rex, Crypto the Superdog, and My Life as a Teenage Robot. Let's get into it. Something has to go first, so I'm gonna have to say the bottom row except Kim Possible in the 2012 TMNT. Next one I might have to get rid of is American Dragon, Jake Long, unfortunately. Then I might have to say Spectacular Spider-Man and Danny Phantom have to go after that. And add Kim Possible in there too. Leaving us with Static Shock, Ben 10, Ninjago, and the older TMNT. And Teen Titans, can't forget that. I guess the 2000s TMNT can go too. Leaving us with Teen Titans, Ninjago, Ben 10, and Static Shock. So in a final ranking, depending on the theme song, Static Shock and Ninjago can flip between 3 and 4, leaving Ben 10 at 2 and Teen Titans at 1. It may not be the best answer, but that's the answer I'm giving right now, and I could still be wrong, I could still disagree with myself later on, but hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments. If I could join any one of these verses, which would it be? Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the first one out for me has to be Digimon. I do love the franchise, but compared to the other three, it's not gonna stack up. But maybe if it was Frontier or Tamers, maybe we'll talk. Now, the next one out for me is probably gonna have to be Beyblade. I do love the franchise. However, if I'm in a tournament and I have to go against like a menace like Ryuga or something, I'm gonna just let this next clip show for itself.
Everybody run!
Yeah, I think I'm good. Next one out for me, unfortunately, has to be Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, real is real. I'm ready for a duel at any moment. I mean, come on now. Like, y'all don't want the smoke for real. But I know I'm a capable duelist. I'm pretty sure I have a great chance of surviving in this verse, but for me at number 1, it's no other than Pokemon. I mean, come on. I would love to travel the world, befriend and catch multiple different Pokemon and try to be the very best like no one ever was, plus free healthcare. Come on now. Who here is the most feared character in their verse? Let's go ahead and get into it. Now for me, there's only one logical answer, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of the easy ones. Whitebeard, Yujiro, Kenpachi, you guys can go ahead and go. As strong as you guys are, you're nowhere near the most feared in your verse. Yoichi, you can go too. Trust and believe you are not the most feared in your verse. All for one, you put up a great argument as to why you could be the most feared in your verse. However, in light of recent events, yeah, you can go ahead and chop that. Speaking of chop, Gojo, you're not the most feared in the verse, guy. Sorry, you're strong, but you are not the most feared. Zeno, the Omni King, a lot of people don't even know about you, so how would they even fear you if they didn't know? They fear the gods of destruction more. Madara, as dirty as the plot did you, sir, were basically going against the entire Shinobi world. They unified just to run your fade, and you ran theirs. You are the most feared on this list. Okay, so they say to remove one anime from each row. I'm assuming they mean in like going horizontally, so from left to right, so let's get into it. Yo, they coming for blood on all of these picks. Hold on, I had to do a double take. Wait. The bottom row is full of anime that I have personally enjoyed all the way through. The middle row were just 3 legendary icons in my opinion. Like, I love all 3 of these series. And then you got the big 3. Come on, man. Alright, I'm gonna be upset no matter what I pick, and I know it's gonna be a debate in the comments, but alright, top row, big 3. I love them all. One Piece ain't going nowhere. Sadly, I might have to say Bleach is the one. Mind you, I have a Fairy Tail tattoo, so it pains me to say that I might have to get rid of Fairy Tail on this one and for the bottom. But the Fairy Tail Guild will understand. Pokemon and Dragon Ball are my childhood, but if it lets me keep the games and not the anime, Pokemon might have to go. If not, it's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, real quick, I'm gonna do this for free. Yeah, this is not a battle. This is not a debate.
You're goddamn right it's not a debate, because what the hell is Omni-Man doing to Ben 10K? Granted, yeah, I am a Ben 10 fan. But I'm also a person who's read the Invincible comics, and I can still say that motherfucking Omni-Man is not running no type of fade with Ben 10K. Bro, people want to bring speed blitzing into account like that matters in this case. Just taking the show into account, how long did it take for him to do this? Man, even with the Biometrics that Ben created, there's still no way he's going to be able to speed blitz. Let's not forget that some of the smartest minds were used to create that Biometrics. And if the Biometrics is used based on the blueprints of the completed Omnitrix, that failsafe is still going to come clutch. And as far as transformations, Ben doesn't even need Alien X or some mix of Alien X to even beat Omni-Man's ass. There are stronger people out there that can beat Ben. I mean, Ben is not... Like, Ben can be beat, just not by Omni-Man. Plain and simple.
If all the cartoons from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network were to have a battle, who would win?
You know, I've seen this question get asked a couple times on here, and my boy Rob asked me to give my take on it, so you know what? I got you. Who would win, Cartoon Network or Nick? Now look, each side has people that should not be in this fight at all. In reality, this battle comes down to not just brute strength, but pure strategy and intellect. Now, I don't know if we're going to be adding like the Looney Tunes on here specifically, so just for the sake of this video, we're not going to add them. Because let's be real, the Looney Tunes will be one of the biggest turning points in this entire battle. And this battle could technically be over quick because Ben could use Alien X, but we're just going to say he doesn't use Alien X because he also doesn't need to. Two of the biggest things that we have to worry about on the Nick side will probably be SpongeBob's durability and Timmy's fairies. Now, Ben could easily beat Danny. Grimm could probably take out majority of the humans. Now, Timmy's magic does have limitations, so you know what? Also including Ed on the sidelines and the Powerpuff Girls, I think Cartoon Network might just edge it out. Alright, I'm just gonna say it, and I don't care if it pisses anybody off, but tell me if I'm wrong. It's not Bleach. It's not One Piece. It's not Naruto. It has to be Dragon Ball. When you think iconic movies between these four franchises, like, Dragon Ball Z is always a win. Like, you got Wrath of the Dragon. You got Legendary Super Saiyan. You got Broly's Second Coming. You got Cooler. You got... Don't even get me started on Fusion Reborn. You could go as recently up until Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Dragon Ball Super Broly, even though it's a super film, still a great film. Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach have great movies, but Dragon Ball just blows them all out of the water, hands down. At me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Woo! So you come to tell me that if I walk into the room and I see a table full of those six specific items, that I get to pick one, I guarantee you, anyone who has that choice and says that it's a hard pick, they be lying to themselves. They be lying to you. Hell, they be lying to me. Because I guarantee you, there's only one actual answer here. And if you haven't figured it out already, it's obvious. Come on now. Alright y'all, out of these DreamWorks movies, 3 have to stay and 1 gets deleted from existence. Let's get into it. How to Train Your Dragon is going nowhere, let's be honest here. Thematically speaking, it is one of DreamWorks' best trilogies. Another movie that is going nowhere is Kung Fu Panda. Po as a protagonist personifies so much that we could all relate to. Whether it be in his comedic nature or coming to terms with your own past, at the end of the day, it shows that everyone has the capability of being special. And being able to accept life despite all the sacrifices makes it all worth it. Now, I know y'all didn't think I was leaving Shrek out of this. From the amount of Shrek quotes and comments I've seen on my videos alone on different platforms, I could tell how iconic this movie is, and it'd be wrong to leave it off this list. So let me ask you, do you know the Muffin Man? Madagascar 1, I used to watch that all the time as a kid. I loved it. Madagascar 2 was definitely cool. It got a lot better story-wise. And then the third, it was okay, but as a whole, for a trilogy, it doesn't hold up to the other 3 on this list, so Madagascar has to go.
No, somebody was out for blood this day. One gotta go, brother.
Oh, bet. Say less. Let's go. Shout out to one of the greatest that ever did it, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Your spot is secured, guaranteed, no matter what. Storytelling, amazing. Animation for the time, and it still holds up today. Amazing. Great lovable characters. You are staying. Do I need to say more? Wait a minute. That's better. Teen Titans, an action cartoon juggernaut from our childhoods that definitely got shafted. It deserves season 6. We did not need that Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. They could have kept it, but this show is staying. Ed, Edd n Eddy, one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I love this show so much, I basically grew up with it. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to be the ones to go. And no disrespect, 'cause I love this show. But how could I get rid of SpongeBob? I mean, a lot of you guys know me for my SpongeBob voiceovers.
So could I really get rid of SpongeBob?
Never. Never.